Our conversation today. Are relationships based on money more likely to last? I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think or feel about this one. 0719012600, or you can message me at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or send me a short message to 40127. It is our short code. It is toll free. And let's not even get to talking about our SG all-in-one app. I'll tell you all about it, but first things first, our conversation. So, money, if money is the glue that is keeping your relationship together, then let me tell you, this glue had better be industrial grade, because it's not enough. Do relationships that are solely based on finances and money have a likelier possibility to last? Sometimes, yes, and I'll tell you why. Security and stability is very important, especially the way the world is set up right now. Can you imagine? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this as a woman who has two jobs. I have two jobs. I host this show on SpiceFM mid-morning every weekday, and then I have a TV show on KTN called Shop.Tika. So when I say this, these are my feelings, and I work. I also contribute to my household. But if I was to be told I'm going to provide every single thing for you, you don't have to go to work, maybe set up a business for you somewhere, you're just going to be enjoying the spoils of that business, aka the profits, would I be offended remotely, minutely, mildly? No. I would have a long time ago. I just feel like I've done the best I could in my career. But man, let me tell you, it is rough. The cost of living, it is crazy. I would understand why a woman would decide she's going to get married to someone because he's giving her financial stability and security. Because, my God, it is a jungle out here. It is cruel. And it doesn't even get better. The fact that every single day, the other day, I'm seeing the conversation and the ongoing debate on fuel prices skyrocketing. Let me tell you, it is ngum sana. Another reason why that relationship based on money would work, right? Would work out. Power dynamics. One party may feel dependent, and that can delay or prevent a breakup. Because can you imagine, you've secured your bag, this dudiani you lack for nothing, or this woman, for instance, because there's also men, who marry up and marry for money. Can you imagine you've married maybe an heiress or an heir? So then they have someone who owns one of these big buildings and big businesses in this country, generational wealth. So you lack for nothing. These guys have property. You're getting rent from all your buildings in town, the rental, accommodation units, if it's townhouses, apartments. So you're fine. Maybe these people play in the money market. So you have money coming in. Cash flow is not your parent. Many times, that might also be a reason why you won't walk away, because you are like walking away to go where? And you're fully dependent, or you're accustomed and used to this lifestyle. So that kind of delays divorce or breakups. Not for long though. Sometimes you're just like, I've had enough. I'm leaving this money. I can't stand it. I can't take it. Shared financial goals. If both people are able or are all about the business, just think Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'll give an international couple as a example. There's people who only married because of money and not the way you think. You think that because these people, their relationship is solely based on money, it's because they're in their heads, they're business partners. Shilling for shilling, pound for pound, dollar for dollar. These guys go head to head with the provision in their household. You meet someone, they're a high roller, high player. These guys, this person is an executive or on their way to being an executive in their organization. They earn well under six figures. Well over, rather, six figures. And then he meets a lady who is the same, head of marketing somewhere, CEO somewhere, and it's a match made in heaven. These guys, in fact, the what is it called? The rivalry of who is going to bring the biggest bonus this year, who is going to acquire more shares this year. There's people who, by the way, that's what they get off of. in their relationships. I mean, I've seen power couples, and power couples in every sense of the word. There's no one who's carrying the other one. Kila mtu amejisimamia, and these people both know how to bring in the big bucks. So that one is always nice because it doesn't feel predatory or someone is taking advantage of another. But are relationships based on money more likely to last? No. And I'll tell you, I've given you the pros and I've given you the cons of why sometimes they don't work. Emotional emptiness. Let me tell you, eventually money can't cuddle you at night or understand your trauma. Have you ever met someone who is like, just imagine me and you are driving to Eldoret. I'm driving, or I'm passenger princess and this guy is driving me, and he has a CD or a flash disk. It has one song. It could be your favorite song. Can you listen to it from here till Eldoret? So you'll toss that flash disk out of the window, because that's not the only thing that you can listen to. So if the only thing that is keeping you together or drew you guys to each other is the finances, sometimes money does not make the world go round. I know it sounds from another point of view. If you've not been with someone for just money, then you probably don't understand what it means. But money is not enough all the time. Sometimes it is. Control issues. The wealthier partner may wield money like a leash, creating imbalance and resentment. And this happens so many times when women marry up, and you feel like this person loves you, they care about you, they know you're here because they have a fat, pocket, deep, very deep pockets. But at some point they start treating you like you're part of their property. And they feel like they can talk to you anyhow, as in, I bought you, like I went to the showroom and got my set of wheels for 19 million Kenya shillings, minus taxes, of course. So sometimes there's disrespect, kuna kuzoeana fulani, because this person feels like they got you out of poverty. Poverty alleviation program is your relationship, and that also savior syndrome. It's yuck. It's disgusting. My daughter used to say disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah. So another thing, if it's solely based on money, the relationship, then most of the times you lack a deep connection, an emotional one. So when the sparks fade, the sparkle, infatuation, you see how you meet each other and everything is so heated up and you guys just pendana, new love, brand new love, smells like a new car inside. Ooh, brand new, everything is so nice, you can't wait to see each other, and then at some point it always fizzles out. When it fizzles out, then what are you guys left with, since you are only here for the money? You understand? So it's always good to have an emotional connection and have a firm foundation that's based on other things other than a bank account. And but rinilie kwenye boda. I get, by the way, I understand very many people who feel that way, by the way, because let me tell you, there's no badge you get at the end of this world. Ati, you're being waited for when you're going to die. Ati, here you withstood poverty. You're such a wonderful woman. Olisikia wapi? Can't wait to hear from you. 40127. Do relationships based on money have a more likelihood to last? So our conversation today, are relationships based on money more likely to last? And this is what you had to say. Baba Wanda says, money conquers all, Yolanda. Tusidanganyane, bila hiyo dunia hii hakuna penye tutafika. Bluntly put, and very true as well. I agree. Beth Mwirigi says, I don't know about strengthening, but I know the lack of it can strain a relationship. Do you know that's what I believe, Beth Mwirigi? I believe poverty is the worst ingredient for any relationship. There's strife, lack keeps you on high alert, you're always on fight or flight mode. It's such a bad place to be lacking. And then you have this person, you're so broke, does it inspire you to go and kiss someone? You want to kiss someone, you can't wait to kiss them and to jump them at night because of poverty. My friend, mapenzi ya pesa ni tamu. Kidogo kuna baridi Nairobi, you change the forecast because you cannot do it through the Met department. You quick flight, whoop, Mombasani, or you even panda SGR, or you take a bus, or you drive, or you take a matatu. You are just, baby, this weekend let's just go do something. Oh baby, you don't have food, people are knocking on your door. There's debts, there's rent, there's no steamer, there's no maji, the children are crying, there's no books. That inspires long-lasting mapenzi. Get out. Lies. Yo, maheni majuda. Ask any French person to explain to translate what I just said, but those are lies. Lies. Poverty does not inspire, is not a good ingredient for lasting love. And then I feel like there's also a lot of resentment. You know, you take it out on your spouse, you project, and they have nothing to do with the situation. See, it's apana. Baba Wanda na Beth Mwirigi, you make very strong points. Shofa Wilfred says, money amplifies the relationship. I was waiting for someone to come and tell me which Bible verse that said people who do what, their riches are waiting for them in heaven. Ulishaienda na ukarudi. Nani wenyu alienda karudi? Akaona. Bosco X says, no, once the money is over, the rest is, then there is no relationship. Okay, that's what Bosco X says. Patrick Musimi says, tuned in from Thika. Thank you so much. Zablon Akapala is also in the house. Peter Singh says, as long as the money doesn't, Isha, then you have a relationship. I just think a relationship must be based on love, not lack of money. But I'll tell you, if you think not having money, if you think having money confuses a relationship, please try love and poverty at the same time. Tell me how that works out for you. And then you come back findings here. We discuss it on Monday, Cindy, or tomorrow. But your comments are most welcome. Keep sending them at SpiceFMKE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, underneath all our posts. And of course, the short code 40127, our handles on the socials at SpiceFMKE. Kama unataka kunipigia nisikie sauti yako, also it is alright. 0719012600. Let's hear from you. Some of your comments on whether these relationships powered by ching, are most likely to do better.
Keeps coming, and if that is the first attraction to the relationship, or if it is the glue that's holding the relationship, the money needs to keep coming. But the reality of today is that you cannot talk about a relationship without talking about money. Where you can talk about is how much money. How much is enough? Because running relationships means you have to move around, you have to eat, you have to live in a good house, you have to drive a good car, you have to go. The element of money, although a lot of people do not want to talk about, is that it is part and parcel of a relationship. How the perception of money is it to make life smooth? Or is the money so much so that it also attracts other ills that might affect the relationship? For example, if you have so much money, it means if you are indulging in a drink, then you drink too much. Or if you are a party person, you party so much, and then you now lose track of what is in the relationship. So money is an element that you cannot run away from talking about. The thing that people talk about in terms of money is whether it's the only thing that is holding the relationship. There are other things like honesty, there is trust, there is love, there is care. There's so much more into a relationship, but money cannot, you cannot make it look like money is the only thing that holds the relationship, although money is very, very important.
Money is part and parcel of our lives. So if you have money, you'll have basic things. In a relationship and any other part of life, you need money to buy food, to buy gifts, to travel. So yes, money is very important.
A relationship based on money is not likely to last because according to me, love is not all about money. There is no akutakuwa na that connection between you and your husband, or you and your lover or something. It will be just it will be all about money. Akutakuwa na that certain connection between you guys, even while making love or while romancing or something. There won't be that certain connection. You're there because of the money, not because of the love or something.
If money is the foundation of a relationship, I
I really don't think the relationship is going to last, because you find that if maybe the girl or the boy, if maybe the girl is there because of the money, I feel like hiyo relationship haitaenda mbali sana, because when the money of the guy itakuwa imeisha, I think the girl will just go away and run away and look for someone who has money.
Okay, so relationship which is rooted or rather based in money is likely to last, because they say 90% of our problems are solved, or rather is solved by money. So marriage ikiwa na pesa ama relationship ikiwa na do, we are good to go. We are looking for 80 years together, 90 years together, but without money, jameni.
Well, I don't think so. For me, the foundation of a relationship should not be based on materialistic things, because at the end of the day, one day, they might end. So what happens then? Will you go for another person who is rich? How many people will you jump to before you find the right one? Anyway, to everyone it's on, but for me, not money. Yeah.
Sugar and Spice on 94.4 Spice FM.